The left-hand one, as I said, is your before. The right-hand one is your after, with kind of some of the drills there we discussed. And I think in terms of a quick summary of today's session, if you can go away being more aware of your right palm, both on the way back and at the top of the back. So halfway back, palm down, hold the tray, palm down, almost hold the wall. That kind of sort of sensation there. That's going to square the club, or keep the club face in a square position. If we watch the club as it goes back on this one here now, to show sort of the takeaway there. Okay, so you can see the club as it goes back. I'll just stop to show your hand so you can see the face a lot easier. Okay, there's your spine, there's your club face. Okay, perfectly in line, really good position. Okay, compare that now to this one here. After we discussed trying to sort of keep the club or get the club back on the wall, your club face now, very out of character from the first few shots. Okay, now you see the club face there. If I go back, there is more toe up. See the difference in those two clubs there to there, yeah? So this club, and again, to a lot of people, when the club's on the ground, they can identify square, open or closed. There's a reference point. When the club's somewhere up in space here, what's open, what's closed, what's square? You've got nothing to reference where the club is, okay? But at this point here now, the club needs to be more in line with your spine. At this position, the club now, if we relate that angle roughly there, your club within the first 2 or 3 feet is that much open. Say 20 degrees, give or take. Also, then when you get to the top of the backswing, okay, you can see the club face now, how much longer that club's gone. Now, the only way you can do that is by creating that sort of cupping, as we said, in your wrist, and the club collapsing a little bit. So your palm now on your right hand this way, and the wrist is really overhinging. You compare this, and I'm going to say this, God's honest truth, okay, you look at this top of the backswing here now when you do this here, okay, you look at that position, at that top of that backswing position there now. Left arm across the shoulders, perfect. Club face in line with your left arm, okay. Right elbow nice and tucked in. That's as good as it gets. I mean, you can compare that with some of the guys literally on TV. Okay, there's your backswing, and be like, that's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah, I like that. Whereas if you saw that move there, and the club sort of disappearing over here out of control, and that's still going beyond your head there, the camera's still rolling, just about... That's got a long way down it with just an A-time. Yeah. You put a driver in your hand, it's probably tickling your back leg and stuff. Way too far. Okay, so from there, once that club then came back down, okay, you can bring that golf club down. You notice on here when you get slower, how that club there now, it's a bit blurry obviously, but that club face now is going a little bit more to toe up again. Smidgen more open than we started, okay? As you then come to the golf ball, that club face will be a little bit, I don't know if you can see it there, I'll show you back a frame. Just about to see the club there. I would say that club now is probably about a foot short of the impact, and the face is aiming over there. So from that top of the backswing down to here, we're opening the face. And like I say, when we try and get power, it's this sort of pull, 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 and we almost twist, and everything that sort of twisting and opening the club face causes that ball to go off to the right there. When you put full power into it, we get the cup spin. 80-yard A-times, you could draw that all day, and you get a real big hooky one, in fact. So once you start feeling how this right wrist is going to get the power, if your first 10 or 15 shots on a driving range go this way, which I don't mind, they go as far left as they want to, okay? Doesn't matter. Warming up. Your brain will go, actually, I can start swinging a bit more this way now. Because you control the face better. You build the power. If the first couple then go left, and then the slightly longer swing, we'll say a 2/3 or 3/4 swing, starts cutting, don't then start going to full swings, so you just go even further right, yeah? Only start going up the ladder until you sort of ticked off one of the boxes. Okay, so I've got the ball going straight now or to the left with these 40, 50-yard shots. Great. Now I try 80-yard shots. Am I getting that same? Yeah, lovely. Next, and then try and do full swings. You've got to just build up to that gradually over time, okay? Yeah. To be fair, there were your full shot then when you went to the golf ball. Okay. And you move. So, take it away there now. Club face. It's gone a bit behind with the actual face angle itself. Very good. So it's again square club face. Top of the backswing. Really good. Hasn't gone too far again. It's gone to the top of the back. Again, it's gone further with the fuller swing because momentum's carried you further, but the club's now in line. As you come back to the golf ball, club now is slightly more through your chest rather than being that over the top. And it's still a little bit over the top, but it's not as much as it was at the start of the session. And then back in the golf ball now, your club face here to me is a little bit open because your palm's kind of getting a bit this. That's going to be the biggest change to make. You can do it when it goes to here because you're swinging the club over 3 foot. When you're swinging the club at 50 or 60 mile an hour back into the impact position, can your palm get into kind of this position, not that position? But that sort of powerful kind of twist is the move that so many golfers make to the ball further, and it just creates more of an open club face. So when you come back into impact here, now at least this ball, now the path was good. Ball, it's literally, it's pretty straight, isn't it? Take that, okay. And then through to target to pretty good shot. It just drifted a little bit. This one, last one, this was one of the better shots, to be fair, because you can see the club face now is square. So for 2/3 of that swing, the club face is perfectly square. It just opens up a smidgen in the final third. However, if he's going open, even more open, well, it's missing the screen, isn't it? Okay, so quick summary: palm down, palm up, palm down, slap it, low five it, whatever you want to think about. Okay, spank your bum, that kind of thing, whatever you want to try. Okay, so there, that's how your wrist's going to work. If we start putting any corkscrewing or twisting with your wrist this way, your elbow's going to change position, yeah? I mean, if I do this with my wrist now, my elbow's going to move out of plane. Shoulders are going to be all over the place. There's lots of things that can go wrong. And that's where you got that sort of popping up there, Bernie, because your arm was doing this and going, and you have to sort of, again, recover the body, yeah? Make sense?
Absolutely.